Oh, shit. What is going on?
Nothing.
Your boy's time. Alicia's right here.
I'm not answering to that name anymore. Okay, you shouldn't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm not. Forget it.
You need a meeting?
Before your responsibilities are done.
No, I usually have it after. I was wondering if I could have one because I was basically able to finish everything except that the laundry I had to still wait for.
Well, you know what? Let's make a plan. And if you want to grab a snack and then go in that room,
Yeah, that's right. Standing up here.
we're going to go make a plan.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So we gotta call the nurse on call.
About?
You're late.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So we gotta call.
I'm not taking those pills. But I'll do the drops. I'm not taking those pills.
Okay. So you need to tell her that.
Yep.
Tell her why. Alright, come on over.
Hi, this is Kelly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, this is Anicia. Calling from KS. Michelle's here with me. Apparently I was late for meds. And so I'm refusing to take my pills, like the Risperidone and the Prazosin. I'm doing the eye drops and the birth control, but other than that, I'm not taking my depression meds.
Okay. So Michelle can hold them for tonight, and then you can speak with Muriel in the morning and just let her know, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And Olive is the address. There you go.
Dilly. Sorry, that sounded weird.
What?
He asked if someone could help him write his name on his meatballs, and it just sounded weird.
So no one can steal them.
Sorry.
Just throw it at me, would you?
I'm just doing them because I'm already holding enough people up.
We'll do them right. People can wait.
No, I'm already holding enough people up. I've held you up enough.
So I'd rather you do them right and have people wait.
Well, that's not fair to them because it's my fault that I was late, so I need to compensate for them.
Your drops don't work when you don't do them, when you don't wait.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of taking the effectiveness out of it, and the effectiveness out of the reason you're taking them.
Well, people are waiting for a meeting that you have to be at, so I need to do this.
But this is more important at the moment, and they can wait.
I just don't want people being mad at me tonight. I don't want to deal with it. I've already got enough people on my back.
So I don't think that anyone is mad at you, Anicia. Hey, Kev, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I got people talking about me staff making comments to other students about me behind my back. About how apparently I'm bringing them down. Why don't you go to me for that instead of talking to him behind my back?
So why don't you ask her?
I don't know.
So you just have to say, hey, I'd rather you talk to me and say, hey, you really shouldn't be doing that.
Here's
You're
the
bringing me
thing.
down, right?
At this point, I can't even go about confronting her about it because chances are I might end up shouting at her. So there's really no point right now.
So I think that her goal is to make sure that the student is okay.
Yeah, but she basically said behind my back that I was pulling him down,
Okay.
And I wonder what other things she says about me behind my back when I'm not here.
So I think that has to do with that student, right?
Okay,
And how
well,
he's feeling.
okay, but what else are people saying about me behind my back?
So,
What do people say about me in meetings when I'm not there?
so generally speaking, we talk to you when we talk about you, right? I mean, I talk to you when I talk about you,
Yes, but
right?
I know you guys have KS meetings, and I know that I'm one of the students in KS that is talked about, and I
talk
want to
about
know
all the
what people are saying about me.
So we talk about all the students first. It's not just you.
I know.
And when we talk about any student, it's how do we help this student learn?
Okay, I know, but I just want to hear what people are saying about me behind my back.
So-
Just so that I can make sure that nobody's misconstruing any information.
Okay. So
Because I've had experiences where people twist things around and make things worse than what they are. So I really want to know what people are saying about me. What are people writing about me?
So I've read things to you that people have written, right?
Not recently.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So if that's the case and you want to know, you have a right to know what's being written about you. So, but you need to ask and ask politely and say, hey, can I know what you're writing about me tonight on the log? And ask the person you're working with. Right?
Yeah, because I'd like to know what negative things are being said about me
So
when I'm not there.
I think
And
that,
when I don't have the luxury of reading print on their computer. I want to
So-
know what the negative
hold on.
what negative things are being said about me. Whether it's written or whether it's staff having a conversation, I want to hear all of it.
So the things that are written aren't generally negative, right? So things that are written, even just like, so when I had read it to you and it said Anisha didn't make her bed, she was told to make her bed, but it didn't come back and say Anisha made her bed, right? So you took that as, well, that means that I didn't make it, right? So I think that perception is important in that situation because a lot of times, so that just updates us. The log is for our information, just so that we know what's going on in the morning. Because after that, after I would read that, I would say, hey, did you make your bed? And you say, yeah. And I say, great. And then we go about our day.
Yeah.
So I think that you're saying what negative things, but I don't think that any staff is writing anything necessarily negative.
But I
We
want to
write
know.
facts.
I don't even know. I don't really care about whether they're writing things negative. I want to hear what they're saying to each other about me.
So whenever we speak about a student, no matter where it is, or when it is, or how it is, the setting, the only thing we speak about is how do we help the student learn. Okay, and we discuss different strategies on how to do that.
Okay, but I want to know what people are saying about me when they have those conversations. I want to know what's being said, just in case people have misunderstandings about who I am as a person and also about what my intentions are. So I'd really like to know what are staff saying about me.
So there's no way for you to know everything that's said. There's many meetings, and it's not necessarily about you. There's just meetings. So there's no way for us to tell you what exactly is being said. And I get that may be frustrating, but our goal is to help you learn so that when you leave here, you have the tool set to live on your own outside of here. Because the world isn't a nice place.
Nope.
And so how do we live in that as a blind person? So that's our goal. And whenever we're speaking, that's what we're speaking about. Is how do we help you so that when you leave in June, you have what you need.
You might be leaving before that.
Okay. Whenever you're leaving, how do we get you to the point where you have everything you need?
I'll have Dylan, I'll have his family, and they're going to be my support system.
Okay.
And everything that happens, I relate to them because they're my support system.
Okay. So, when I say things that you need, I don't necessarily mean people.
I know what you mean.
I mean skills. So we're teachers. It's what we are.
I have skills.
We know that. But it's how we manage the time so that we're doing them, right? So you have many skills. Are you doing it every week? Are you using them every week? I'm asking.
No, because I refuse to do them. And why? Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this school. I'm tired of being here. I have zero motivation for being here. Absolutely none.
So that's where my concern is. So how do we get you to a point where you are motivated to do things, because you're not?
I'm not motivated at all. And just so you know, you told me not to eat that oatmeal. I did it anyway.
I'm aware.
I did it anyway because I wasn't going to deal with any of this.
So I am going to let you know that in the future, if you choose to skip a meal, that doesn't mean that you get to make a full meal at snack time.
And that doesn't mean that I'm going to follow that.
So if that's the case in this year, you will lose your clearances,
Fine.
and then you won't be able to make it.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'll just do it anyway, whether I'm cleared or not.
Well, so you can't.
I will.
So if you are not cleared, you can't use the appliance.
Well, I'll do it anyway.
So I'm gonna let you know that if you're not clear, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, well, too bad. You can't forcibly drag me out of the kitchen, and you can't force me away from things, so I'm going to do it anyway.
So if you are not cleared to use an appliance,
I'm going to do it anyway.
you can't use it. So by law, you can't use it. Or by Perkins law, you can't use it.
Too bad.
So what will happen is that a staff will stand in front of the microwave. Just so you are aware of what will happen, that's what will happen.
The staff's going to stand there?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll push them out of the way.
So there will be repercussions if you do that.
Whatever.
So you wanted to go to CVS and you want to do these things, but you don't want to do anything that you have to do.
Nope.
So,
And if you try to prevent me from using the microwave, then,
so that's not my point.
yeah, well, if a staff stands in front of me and physically blocks me,
So if you're not cleared to use the microwave safely,
I can use it safely.
So you can, but if you're not following the rules that everyone else is following, then you're not using the microwave appropriately.
I'm using it like a normal person does.
So when
And
you're
if a
home-
staff does stand in front of it, I will push them away.
So if you are home, if you are off campus and you're not here, fine. You can use the microwave whenever you want. But you're with a group of people. And that group of people, we don't get to make dinner at any time of the night. It doesn't happen that way. So we are with a group. And you live with a group of people. Which means that dinner's at 5:30. It's not at 6. It's not at 6:30. Which means that dinner cannot be made after 5:45. Appliances can't be used.
All right. I'll do it
So-
anyway.
But let me ask you a question. You already took your meds.
No, I'm from one.
Yeah.
My meds.
So we can finish this conversation later, Anicia. I have to get to a weekend meeting.
All right. But anything you say, I'm not listening to it because I'm just going to do everything anyway. Even if it means pushing the staff out of the way, I'm doing it anyway. Sorry.
Of course he did.
I mean, that's what I said. This is what he said. Is this just getting
I
your
was
meds?
sitting there, but okay.
Me?
There's a seat, Jamie.
What?
There's a seat over here
What?
at the top.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go grab another seat.
Me?
Yeah, you moved, so now someone else is sitting in your spot.
Hey, Chris.
It wasn't my fault that I was being forced to go to Michelle.
You go.
What was it?
I thought Kevin was staying for us what we get.
How about India? Is she staying or no?
I don't know. She's going to her mom tonight.
I'm gonna just stay this weekend.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know? You're
And I was listening to what I'm saying, like, I said, I do not know.
You asked me, so I
When you hear what Bruce said, so what did I say? It takes him too.
we don't know.
Have to push in so if Kevin cuts through, he's not knocking me.
Where's Chris?
This is the subject. And then this is what the first thing is what I said.
Do you feel that you were doing the right thing by actively playing on the A1 server while your SV team mates with you attacked your own service team? Just wondering.
And they want to know what he said.
Hey, Apple.
Hi.
Frankly, HD, I find
I'm
this
sorry,
out
man.
some utilize and twisted. Just because I didn't hit VM on my one account still sits on protection till the 25th. As to loyalty, I built SV from day one and survived teams who never walked on one.
And then this is what I said.
Think about all this then, because I am not sure what to do now.
Hey, Jamie, Jonah.
What?
You guys okay?
Yeah.
And then this is what he said.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Can we please not?
What?
It's not really appropriate.
And it's not helping me very much.
I'm trying to be funny.
And then this is
Well,
what
it
I
wasn't.
It wasn't, unfortunately.
I was being sarcastic about that, but then he just actually told me about it. So this is what he
Because
said.
he didn't actually know that you meant it sarcastically.
Yeah, I think.
So the long and short is, so whatever you think is right for you in this game should be fun first and politics later. You'll always have a place to test me, but if you move on, then I wish you all the best.
Alrighty, everybody.
Hey, Sal.
Hello.
Can I sit somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I need to sit to be able to write down what I'm trying to say.
Hey, Shells.
We'll grab you an extra chair,
A
Sal.
lot of people.
Hey, Shells.
Richard, you can
Oh, thanks, Jonah. We're gonna scooch over and they're gonna get an extra chair so you can have one too, okay?
Shells.
They're gonna get you one, Jonah.
Okay.